Hello, hello everyone. Alright. Alright, back at it again, and we're going to Inkwell. So, let's turn that off. What I need, we can go with this for now. That works. All right. Hey, Curlon. Hello.
Black, brown, or they're that harlequin, which is that white blotchy sort of looking thing?
No, he's just black.
Okay, got it. Those are usually the smaller ones of the bunch, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Mwah.
He's not like big,
Mah.
but he's
Mwah.
very big.
Big Doge. Big
Big
Doge.
I get to see this poor girl, but I don't get to know this poor girl.
They were my good doodle.
They were your good doodle.
Yes,
Actually, does this?
That's good.
he's a good boy. His name is
Hold
Rob.
on. I actually have to
There's
look.
plenty of good food. I had a man
The
a
worst thing he
earlier.
does is like incessantly lick my face.
I mean, at least he's a
But
sweetheart.
that's generally like at the end of the groom when we're like he knows that we're almost done. He's like,
Oh yeah, I can't use his mod. As much as I want to use his model, I
He
cannot.
just
But
happened to
there's
know
no
he's at
point.
the end of the road. He can get out of there.
Yeah. He's always really good.
Mm.
For everything but like touching his
So,
toes. He doesn't like his
Different
toes
model
being
time.
touched.
I need to go back to our base.
Fuji.
I
I mean,
understand. I
a
don't
lot
like
of
my
people
toes
like
being
that.
There we go.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm like, no, that's reasonable.
I've been telling people like if their dog has trouble with like reactivity to touching their feet, that a really good way to teach them how to not do that is just like when they're laying on you and they're comfortable to just gently touch their feet. Because the reason they get reactive is that their feet never get touched, so it's surprising.
I know a
Makes
lot of
sense.
people around here, since I live in city environment, they've actually been getting essentially like the dog sandals because of the pavement issues, because it gets too hot to
Yeah.
walk them. So like, you see all these dogs in like these little like
God
three-prong
damn it, Yuri.
flip-flops. They're funny as hell. And then you hear them on the track, and it's all like plat, 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 plat. Like, you know, as long as they're not burning their feet on blacktop, good. I don't care how ridiculous
Yeah.
they look, but it's just funny
mean-
as heck.
I got my dog little stippies at one point because he kept licking his foot, and it was like he had like a little growth on it, which has now been dealt with. But they would like went up to like just above his sock, and he had these big old fluffy feet. So it was just little black toes.
Hello, Verded.
You
And
got
then
a
he would
Chiba.
just-
Hello, hello.
It's hilarious.
You got a Chiba.
Yes.
No, Chiba.
Oh yes,
Aw.
my son.
I didn't actually know you had a Chiba. I was just saying that because there's a Chiba right there.
My son. No, I don't have a Chiba. I thought you meant because the Chibas had the little toesies.
No.
No,
the
my dog
funniest
is
one we
like
got.
Is that a Sheba or a palm?
he's like a Jack Russell Maltese.
Both.
Now it's when it gets
Something
puffy,
white
it's a
mix.
palm.
Ah, okay.
Oh my God, Yuri.
That might be my new favorite toggle on a model.
I love it.
Ribbon, do you know if
Keep a
Wolf is
palm.
gonna show up tonight?
Yeah, Wolf is showing up tonight.
Okay, because I need to talk to him. Not in character. I need to talk to him out of character. That's what I was wondering.
okay.
Yeah.
Are you not able to in
Did
DMs?
the Inkwell get a nonsense?
He hasn't replied to me. That's why I was wondering if he's showing up. So I was like,
Oh,
that's why I was
Just
just, I was like,
yep.
I wanted to make sure. So
yeah. We've been busy today. We've both been doing a thing in Minecraft, so we might not have noticed it yet.
I am now the
Gotcha.
the
No worries.
nymph of the pond. Fuck pipes.
But he's coming. He's just not here yet.
Technically, I'm
Okay.
Hot River Dragon right now. Only
I
about
mean, you know,
25%.
Yeah,
I
there's a
would
way
say
to
we
do
have
this. We
enough
get a
people
hot
to
tub,
start, but
and we
I know
take
at
the
least
pipe
one
and we just
person's
stick
not
it
gonna
in one
go
of the
in
jets.
at the
Now you're a
start.
fountain. Be like, yes, I am now
I don't know, though.
the dragon
That one?
of the fountain.
Oh
Yes.
my
Oh, there's the
God.
wolf.
Speaking of
Hey,
Yeah,
there you
well,
are.
Right now, how dare!
the Ribbo, I
You're
pressed
a
the button.
feature.
I don't know
There
what
it
it
is.
did. It made a thing.
What?
Oh my God.
What
I was
button
hoping
did
to
you
talk to
press?
you, which
Wow.
I'm glad.
I'm not being a part of your water sports.
Hello.
Hello.
Look,
Let
I
me
didn't
mute
see
my
one going
stream.
into, like,
Give me one
polo.
second.
I mean,
Oh, thank you. Have a good sleep.
One second, I need to say hi to everyone else.
never had a unclothed version.
Hold
Honestly.
on, I gotta see these butt physics in action. Hold up.
So there was a
Oh
whole
my God,
thing
you
where I
touched
wanted to
the
like
butt?
get actual legit cheesecake.
Oh no.
Where it was just sort of like, you know, be climbing down out of the Battlemac cockpit, looking over the shoulder, but it's just like combat boots and jockstrap with like the big tattoo going down his back and across his leg. And be like, yep, nope, pin-up art.
Amazing.
Also,
It's good.
poor baby.
Yeah, I know. If Arya comes back and sees her, she's gonna be so distraught. You're gonna be so sad.
I don't know when she's coming back. Steadily,
Next week.
we're at the yellow part of the bruising.
She will be back Thursday. Next Thursday. Or this coming Thursday, I should say.
So,
Alright, our P card is up.
might-
You
we
may
might-
Okay.
enter
Oh.
and go
we
RP.
might still need to do
Thank you,
because
Skull.
we need to,
Okay.
like, figure out what's happening, how it works,
Yeah.
everything. Talk to each other. And also Christine
Go
needs
in,
to get
find people, make things awkward. That's pretty much how it's gonna work.
I know, but
Yeah,
Christine
yeah,
would like
yeah,
It's a
yeah,
certified darling moment.
yeah. All right, I need to talk to you really quick too.
Quite accurate.
Okay.
Hold on, let me mute really quick.
You know, to 10
Alright.
hour drive for me.
Which is fair, but I would point out there's going to be people coming internationally for that one. You will have
That
the
is
time of your
true.
life. You will have
That
the
is
time of your
true.
life. It's a good time.
I might be at well.
Pennsylvania person.
Alright, Stinky, come here. You. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wait.
Right. I've never actually been here before.
No, don't do it. No, don't do it. I know what you're turning on. I know what you're turning on.
So if you want to toggle the music off, the music button's over there. If you want to turn colliders on, collider button is there. That's if you want to turn it on. They are off by default.
Michael, I literally grew up.
Oh, thank God bless.
Yeah, they're off by default.
Leave them off then.
Yeah. Other than that, it's just a nice chill social lobby.
It suits him very well. How dare you?
Yep, and then make sure your avatar fits the guidelines up there. That's the main thing. It's just the guidelines. If all good, then you just simply hit the welcome button,
If it's like,
and I'll see you in there.
Was your character on? Hold on. Were you in the Aegis mission the other
No.
day, or am I thinking a while back now?
Nope, I am not an agent.
I'm going schizo.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't have. I have characters who have visited the cathedral, but I don't have my agent as of
Yeah.
yet. Yeah.
imagine. I'm kidding. I have a character who visits the cathedral. This character is in specific is banned.
Oh yeah, that's right. Anyways.
Yeah.
To make the money for the payments for school, so I need to work a lot, then study, then go work again.
I don't think ridiculous.
Hello.
I suppose there are worse places to work. Far worse.
So I think probably for
Hello.
recovery,
How are you?
the best I could offer is
I'm good. Just let me know what you
hazelnut soup. soup
Let's
for the
see.
And that would probably go well with the tranquility. That or with
Yes, please.
one of the herbal teas could work too.
Well, some tranquility does sound wonderful right about now, even though I doubt it will work. But we can hope.
It should at least make you feel a little better. It's not perfect.
That I shall take. Not much is. Hopefully things here have been well.
I'd like the lavender tea, please.
understood. 6 gold.
There you go.
There you go.
Thank you, darling.
Here you go. Oh. Enjoy.
Thank you so much.
No.
That would just be end. The soup's on me.
There you are, darling. I suppose the one good thing
if there's
about
any
this
stuff I can
larger body is that I can actually carry things. Oh, that is very. I cannot believe the sort of basic things that they had at that Dragonspire keep. That I had to walk halfway across a very large space while injured and over tripping hazards to get to. Goodness.
That doesn't sound pleasant.
No, an entire tree growing indoors with roots coming out of everywhere. Very easy to trip on, and straight in front of the food and drink area.
I faintly recall seeing that.
Well, that is apparently the safe space for dragons nowadays. Surprising enough.
Really?
Oh
What?
dear.
What happened?
Dragon hunters. Yes, I have no idea how they even found me. I've learned a bit. But I didn't know what they were.
Sorry that happened to you, Kisame.
I'm really worried about Sigurd. He almost died.
Hello.
That makes sense that you guys have been quiet recently.
Yes, I have not even seen him since Friday. And he has his phone, and that is how I connect my
Are
coins.
you helping
so
someone,
I've not been
or-
able to contact anyone.
No. What would you like?
I'm staying at the Dragon Spire.
If I could have the cinnamon roll and a hot elderflower tea, please. A little bit of honey.
Let me know if you need more
Gotcha.
people to go with you. Going out.
I
don't want
am
this to happen
told that I
again.
should not be going anywhere alone for a while, which I definitely understand, even though I was not alone. Luckily.
How many were there?
It was extremely dark, but it had to be at least 6. Potentially a couple more.
Okay.
Give or take.
Just let me know if you need someone to follow you, okay? About time I take a break from maid training. You know how much shit I've been cleaning with Echo? More than I've ever cleaned in my
I hope
entire
not
life.
literally.
No, not actual shit, but
Alright, good.
junk of a crazy senile woman.
Thank you. What do I owe you?
That's 6 credits for coins for the tea, and 5 for the cinnamon rolls.
11 and 1 more for tip. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
The last of our funds on cinnamon
quite nice.
rolls.
Oh, you have a seasonal menu too.
At least have access now to some sort of communications that the dragons in this area have been gathering. So at
Let me
least they
know
can
if you
all
would like
keep
a refill.
tabs on what these people
course.
are doing. As soon as I'm back in my proper body,
Now I'd love to try a
more
spiced
my
apple
power at my
cider.
disposal, I'm going to destroy them.
Well, I'm going to go with you at the very
6
least.
coins or credit.
I'm not going to have this happen again. And I
That's
also don't want to deal with the
Anything new happening with
distraught
you?
Sig. If worse comes to worse, you know.
Barely sleep, but
Hmm.
I guess it's okay.
This is lucky.
What about you?
Few things.
Do you my
I guess the
call me
biggest
T,
one is
if
I have
you
my
could.
magic back.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. That sounds
Anything's
good.
fine.
Yeah. It is wonderful to feel that sensation again.
I don't know what I would do without my magic.
10 credits. You can keep change.
Actually, I don't even think I'd be around if I didn't have my magic.
Hmm.
Fire curry chow.
How much?
It
I
is
feel like
difficult.
That'd be
For me, it was at least.
here's five.
But I also very severely injured myself in the process, hence why I couldn't use it.
Here's the other five.
Sorry.
So,
No, it's okay.
dealing with that and being in a lot of pain,
It'd take a lot more to roll. That's
not necessarily a fun combination.
That's fine.
Hmm.
I do enjoy it though.
Well, I don't think.
It's one
what
of
it
your
is.
best ones.
Thank you.
Show your victory.
I don't
Besides, I
remember
don't wanna
if I
get-
did for
Okay.
probably longer than you've been alive.
I'll have to come with an empty stomach.
Probably.
Better
I
try one
don't
day.
have a definitive answer because I don't know how old I am, but
I'm just gonna
probably.
look around. Thank you
If
for the
you want
drinks.
something to eat, let me know as
Hopefully
well.
you're not older than
Will do.
that he is. If you don't actually know how old you are.
I'm gonna take a guess and say no.
Probably not. Considering I also don't know how old I am. But that's just from losing track of time.
I guess that's better
It'd be
than
easy to do, I've noticed.
forgetting.
It's incredibly easy to do, I've noticed. Lose track of time.
Well, especially when you don't have sunsets or sun at all.
Yeah, that would do it.
Yeah, it's
The
very true.
Whispering Woods is in most areas in perpetual night. There's a few areas where
That was
it's
the best thing
still
about
bright.
it. Well, and besides everybody else,
Mm.
I like the dark.
Hmm.
I think the dark is a
I could
little
get
better.
you some curtains for your room.
I'm okay. And well, I have plants in the window. They have to get some sun.
Room. That's the hard part.
It's okay. I can put my pillows and blankets all over me. I'll be fine.
Go
Maybe
with
in
what
the
works.
New place we can have a dark room.
Message me before you go anywhere, okay? I'll at least shadow you.
Again, darling, at the moment I cannot. I do not have access to messaging.
Well, then-
Until Sigurd gets back.
Just let me or Echo know so I can know where you're going.
Certainly do my best. So I can
Thank you very
some-
much.
Just
What is Inkwell? It is a social
don't go
lobby.
alone again.
I'm gonna go look.
Or make
run
sure
by
there's at least 3 or
Ribbon's
4.
character, Quill,
I know,
back
I know
there.
you were.
Apparently so,
Sorry,
yes.
Yeah,
That,
look around.
that is new.
I'll at least follow.
It's a
okay?
nice, calm, and quiet place. I like it. As for what happened to Flint, for Kisei, Dragon Hunters. Once Arya finds out about that, she's going to be very distraught.
Problem being that unless you're built like one of those tanks I've heard about, it seems very difficult to deal with. Huge crossbow bolts and guns.
By
Quill,
all means, just seem scribbling.
can
in
I
the
have
notebooks.
some spiced mana tea? That's okay.
Close.
I don't know why I was so formal with you. I don't. Sorry, I'm a little out of it.
Personal budget.
You're alright.
Sin's
Fair.
just.
I don't
been
usually pay attention to
really
that.
hurt.
I don't believe I've had the
Sure.
pleasure of getting to meet you.
He messaged. I've just been.
Although,
trying to help
perhaps-
him better.
Could be in better circumstances.
I figured that might be it.
Certainly
Wait.
it must
He's
look
just,
like death at the moment.
Wait. No, I have met you. My brain's just playing tricks on me.
Oh, yes. Were you with,
Oishi? Yes.
Technically, for a rainy day.
Oh, yes. It has been a while.
It has.
How have you been faring?
I just pretend
Better.
that I'm not making money.
Much better.
It's all going into an account to be used later.
I'm just glad he's not doing that.
That
thing
one of
that I
us
used to
is.
do. Not tell anybody what was going on and just.
I heard what happened.
Yeah. So there's that.
I'm also glad that
Terrible
you
people
and
weren't,
you aren't doing
and ones that shall be dealt with eventually.
Accessing it at the moment.
I'll let you know if I.
Though I don't remember you being in this outfit.
I'm still not the best talker, but.
Oh. Yes, let us say
Even if you
that
don't know what it is.
a friend's whimsical costume party turned into something a bit more. Now I'm stuck like this for the month.
Thank you.
Ah.
That you're running out of personal funds yourself.
I'm so glad I can taste this.
It would have been fine and good, except it apparently brings on dragon hunters that I was not expecting.
Try every once in a while to add a little something
I'll be
different.
quite honest, I hadn't heard that there were such things as dragon hunters, but then again, I shouldn't be so surprised about that.
I'm not sure if it actually makes it taste different.
Yes, apparently some sort
It's
of
just the
cult
meaning.
around here that calls themselves Children of Siegfried.
I do taste some sort.
So, what, they're just hunting dragons down for the hell
I
of
noticed
it?
that some mana
I've learned
does have different
That is
tastes.
what I thought, but I at least heard from some of the other dragons around that apparently they take contracts for whatever
Try and use
reason.
different mana sources.
Which means that there was some sort of contract out of me which I do not understand in the least.
As long as it's not.
Well, besides the fact that I'm gorgeous
Water
and
or
so is my
holy.
original body is very
I'll be good.
expensive, but why would they go after me now?
Obviously.
This costume party you went to, did it change anything about you?
To
Aside from, like,
this whole thing.
the look, I guess? I don't know.
If by this whole thing you mean
Yes,
suddenly finding
I'm.
oneself
This is
in
no
a
longer a
world
flesh golem. I cannot
completely
return to my
unfamiliar
actual
with
body.
completely different rules and
I am, in effect, what they call
well,
a
a
real
vast
girl,
diversity of people.
which is
Let's phrase it.
absolutely ridiculous. How dare they?
Ah.
I've been more real than them for longer than they have been alive.
Alright.
I'm wondering if maybe that is the case.
You're not as new as I thought you'd be.
Well,
Potentially, though, they would have to
one of the joys of being
immediately
old is not
understand
rushing
that to be
in.
the fact, and
So I did not run about
Oh, you
screaming
were
my
They
head
should
off
know that
saying,
it should be
"Shoot
going
me,
away
I'm new,
shortly."
ready to be mugged."
well, then again, this flesh golem is still part dragon.
I saw you.
Are you all
once
done?
Before.
Or do you
Yes,
want-
thank you, dear.
Yes, that was a bit of an unfortunate debacle. Nice people, though.
Why was it unfortunate?
Maybe they just thought that in your current predicament,
A short walk around.
they decided to capitalize on the situation.
Yeah.
Mercenary work.
I just wanted.
Turns out,
I suppose, but that
Things
means
like
somebody
this.
put up a contract.
So I went to
Alright.
shake
And I feel
hands
bad for
with
taking
the
up
people
I don't
some
who
suppose-
were
Very much interested in figuring out
I've met a
who
lot of
and
extremely
why.
interesting people who
I was
have
about to
been
say,
I know
I'm
what
supposing
saying,
you
so-
can't just go to this guild themselves and just simply
They
ask
pay
them who
me
put up the
how much they
contract.
say you are. I do
Oh,
take
I
your
would
word there.
not appreciate what they would say.
Well, I somehow
Nine.
suspect that the nature of security is very different here.
Treating me like an it.
I mean, you with a Mac would be completely
Well,
comparable to.
instead of you yourself
Take that
going,
as rude.
If I had a Mac, but I don't.
what about having someone else go in
What
your
I-
stead?
What I have is an unrepaired piece of equipment that is currently gathering dust and losing value.
Potentially, though, they seem to be quite secretive. Otherwise,
So,
I'm certain people would have infiltrated long ago.
This is where I have been. Because I...
'Cause it seems that
Probably.
everyone hates them, for good reason. They are very easy to hate.
What do you plan on changing to?
Well, that is an interesting question, because I don't know what the options are.
That sort of situation is being looked into very quickly.
I couldn't tell you.
Understandable.
I stuck to my old ways.
No, you're okay.
Happened to find a job. I've been
Gotta
learning
spread him
how to
once in a
do
while to stretch him.
maid work, but mainly just been cleaning up after other people.
Like make sure you
Maid
run
work.
out.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. It just
Pretty good
doesn't
spot right there.
strike
Seems
me
like you're
as,
good. You're fine though.
seem to have the demeanor of someone who
So
wants
you
to go
are
and
friends with Oishi-san then? Is she doing
avert their
well?
eyes and say,
It's been a
More,
while.
"No, ma'am."
more than just friends. I am her daughter. One of her daughters.
My boyfriend
Oh.
kind of convinced me to
Oh,
do
I
it since that's
see.
what he does.
Yes.
Since I
Oh, he's a
Oh,
boss.
wasn't
wonderful.
able to
Hopefully
do...
that means everything is good.
No, he's a...
She is doing well. She's currently out
Outstanding.
visiting the village
Actually, rather
near our
good
home,
there.
How do you mean?
taking care of business over there.
My home planet was always a little
does
bit
always seem to be
divergent
busy
the
from what
rest
I've
of the
noticed.
galaxy in the
Oh,
sense
she
that it
is.
was
Very much
matriarchal in
is.
nature.
But she
So
always makes time for us.
Many of the things that were typically frowned upon for people with, shall we say,
Oh,
extra
good.
plumbing were just considered normal. I, however, was the odd egg out, being that I turned out both tall, strong, and martial like my sisters. My mother never forgave me.
So, you're even physically reversed.
Generally, most Canopian men tend to be sort of more.
Right about now, that
I think the
couch
ideal would
is
be sort
looking
of
much more
soft,
comfortable.
Delicate. I was the fourth child, so I was supposed to be the
I don't
beautiful
blame
child
you.
that my mother would get to dote over. That didn't
So,
happen.
kinda
Everything
like
is
my
very
boyfriend.
sore.
Noted. Okay.
Hmm.
He just has feathers, though, and claws.
I'm learning there's a lot of that going around here. It's honestly
Hmm.
fascinating.
The
Yeah.
diversity is nothing if not stunning.
Anymore? I think I'll be good for now.
So you from
Thank
a
you so
place
much for the
that's only
tea. It was
humans or
wonderful.
something like that?
Only humans.
No problem.
Hmm.
Same. I know, saying that's funny, but I was the odd one out there.
Well, what I'm learning is that human is a much bigger phrase than I had previously considered it to be.
Oh. I guess the term humanity fits everyone, but human not so much in my opinion, but I guess we can get
Well.
there.
I suspect we are all equal in sapience in some stage, and then it gets down to the individual genetics, it doesn't matter so much.
Yeah, not really.
You're free to go
But
fly around if you want to stretch your wings a bit. I got this, don't
it's
worry.
interesting. See someone
Okay.
this old taking it in stride this
Yeah.
way.
I suspect that when you've led an interesting life, you sort of learn to accept things as they are more rapidly. Failure to do so just winds up meaning you wind up in trouble, or worse.
This is fair. That is very fair.
Besides, all things considered, it's a comfortable environment. For the most part, people are generally friendly, except for a few neighborhoods. You learn quickly where not to be after dark. The food is decent. The air is absolutely outstanding compared to some of the polluted hellholes I've lived in. So, no one's trying to kill me. I'm not having to go and commit violence upon anyone to go and pay my way, and funds haven't dried up yet. It's still a bit of a vacation until it isn't.
Yeah, I don't know how to help you with the job search thing. I kind of just happened to get dragged into it by another tiefling.
Well, I'll find something, or I won't. And worst case scenario, I wind up going and buying a bag of seeds and a
Hope you're
shovel
gonna
and
be a
climbing up a
lightweight
mountain
this week.
somewhere, being a strange old hermit.
It's okay.
Is that really something someone like you would go through?
Heard there's a festival going on.
Oh yeah?
Oh.
There's a very, very ancient story from where I'm from.
Hmm.
It was about a sailor, and he just finished a war.
What kind
And
of
he was so
festival?
sick and tired of being part
I
of a
don't
sailing ship, and
really
being part of a
remember
fighting
exactly.
crew.
Something
They asked him,
purple
"What are you
though."
going to do, sir?" He said, "I'm going to put this oar on my
Something
shoulder and start walking inland."
Hmm.
And the first time I get far enough away
Can't
from
say
land
I've heard
that
of it.
someone says, "What the hell is that on your shoulder?" I'm gonna buy a farm and live there.
But that's probably why there's not going to be too many people today.
Interesting.
Just my way of saying
Oh,
I've seen enough
Not a
to
bad
know
one.
to appreciate peace.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. Took me a minute.
Purple.
I think I know what
I'm
you're
pretty
talking
sure it was
about.
purple.
No, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I think I read about
I
it or
just-
something.
Really
Yeah.
changes my perspective.
I think I saw it on the TV.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is, right? A TV.
Age does that.
Yeah, the TV. Big square thing that we have.
Who knows? Maybe I'll find out I'm some 90-year-old anomaly.
With the Netflix on.
But I don't know how old I am.
Mm-hmm.
So, in the meantime, I'll continue life like some 20-something green tea.
They have
plant.
Live the life you have and the time you have it.
Do they call it
You
anything
don't know
different?
when it is not going to be there anymore.
I know it by Halloween,
Well, stranger
but
things
is it
have
called
happened,
anything
though.
else?
Hallow's Eve.
Are you
That-
talking
yeah.
to me, Kise? Or us?
Harvest
We have
Festival.
that coming up.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get the decorations out for next week.
Are we being eavesdropped upon or just someone I can't see?
And I
Oh,
got.
downstairs.
Do you remember Witch's Brew?
No.
I'm gonna make that again.
Well, fair enough.
I'm thinking
Aren't we
about
for me to
throwing
go
an
and
actual
complain about
like
comfortable
party.
furniture?
So then we'll have
Ooh.
2 open
I'll come
bays
join you down there.
outside of
If
just
you're
the
willing to come with.
open to the
I never got
township
your name.
people.
What was it?
the local.
James. James Darling.
And then we could have like
Ooh,
a
Nice to meet you.
little
Amanda.
costume contest.
That sounds fun.
Ah.
Kind of want to dress up, but I don't know. I think the last time I dressed up was when I dressed up like you. When I was you for Halloween.
The very sleepy
think so.
dragon.
Oh, that sounds
I
amusing.
try to maintain a certain degree of delicacy
Yeah, I had the
when referring to
little
people's
glasses.
endeavors. I do not know how
Had to get
public
my
those
hair
endeavors may
right.
be.
Could not get it to go back after
I
that.
don't know. Well,
Not
they're
for a
public enough
while,
that you
but-
could wander in.
Nope.
You were stuck
Make
with
a
blue
valid
for a
point
bit.
there.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't bad.
Put that on the floor. I don't want to get any sticky cinnamon stuff on the couch.
Here.
I've been told
But
that.
I also like the black.
Just let me know. if you-
I mean, I'm
Are they
getting
done?
better at my
Just
hip
take it
changing,
over there.
Oh, I can take it
shift
over there.
changing and stuff like that. So maybe I can try
You want
something
while
new.
I'm up?
We'll see what happens. I'll see if I can find
Actually, one
anything.
of those
Either
sounds
of you?
amazing. Whatever they were.
Are you gonna dress up?
I'm alright. I already finished my tea.
We'll see. First, I'm gonna dress up the tavern, and then I'll figure out if I have anything for myself.
Okay.
Maybe I could get one of those big pumpkin
How about I
costumes.
just get an extra one, and if it goes and catches your fancy, you can grab it later.
I
Otherwise,
think that
I'll
would
take
be
it
Going
over
to
to
that'd
nod
be
me.
fun to see.
You cannot do it on an empty stomach, dear.
Put a big pumpkin on your head.
Alright, I'll take one.
I feel like that would be hard to see.
You can carve.
Oh, I can put
things
the
out.
ice in.
I could get a refill on the tea, and we were just going to get a double stack for the group of us over here. We can
I the only needle I
reload
can
some
get
more
at
cinnamon
this
buns on
moment.
there.
I
They
hope
seemed
you're very
enamored
good
of
at
them.
dodging very, very large crossbow bolts.
Yeah, I can.
Which team do you have?
They'll have to see me first to aim at me.
Or you can
I
always
thought I
just.
could get away with that, but somehow they could sense me still. I do not know why.
Or you just get some
At
kind
times
of
they could not,
shield.
Some of them could.
Not my forte. Usually I just try to outrun things.
Well, I could safely say I have mine back.
Oh, that's good. That sounds sort of shielded and nice.
Not
So
sure if it'll
it's a
block a
scale of
crossbow
sensitivity.
bolt, but it should. It's strong enough.
It seems like they were not attempting to murder me, or else I would probably be dead already, which I hate. thinking
So
about
do you
that.
think they were trying to capture you then?
I would only assume so, considering I woke up no less than twice being carried.
Well, I believe this young lady was going to partake of one, and the other young lady of another, and I will grab the last in my own good time.
Thank you, dear. Oh, these look very good.
Well, they were quite satisfying, I'll say that.
Food here is always quite
Thank you.
delicious.
entire ambience.
I haven't
of the
tried
place
it
would
yet.
be qualified as quite delicious, I have to say. Just, it's a very comfortable place.
Mhm.
There'd be plenty of spaces like that to go along.
Don't
with
go
all the
eating all of
delightful
them
things.
subconsciously, Kisa.
I am not going to eat anything subconsciously. I'm going to eat it actually. Oh.
No longer
I'm not sure
subconsciously,
how
but
well
actually
she will
consciously.
eat all of them.
7 roll, but
She will eat all of them.
then
If you
clearly
leave
she
her
was
to
hungry,
it.
and I've done a good job.
No, she just converts it to mana. You know what? I'm taking
She-
one for
Not
you.
at the moment.
She can't
Okay.
right now.
Really?
Right now, this is not a flesh
Shows how
golem.
much. It's just you?
I cannot go back to my body.
Mm.
I do not know if you heard about Ludric's crazy party where everyone turned into their costumes.
No, I didn't.
I keep hearing
That
about
sounds like
this.
it could get awkward quickly.
Yes, some pumpkin-headed dominatrix want-to-be asshole decided he was not invited to the party, even though there were flyers and posters literally everywhere, and it was a very public event. And he decided to play some stupid game and then curse everyone who was there. So now until the end of the month, everyone who is wearing a costume there is now whatever they were wearing. Which, apparently, I am the strangest sexy kunoichi ever, given that kunoichi would not wear anything like this. I was just trying to make a statement because I thought it was fun. You would not be able to know what a kunoichi and any sort of shinobi would actually look like. That was the point. They were hidden.
Yes,
I'm
and they were
very
wearing
glad I
much
didn't end
darker
up going
colors
there.
too.
Because I know Echo probably would have either had me go in that stupid chicken costume or the magical girl outfit.
Oh.
So,
Well, at
to
least
be
it
fair,
certainly did not go, and definitely not the chicken. Oh.
I'm glad I didn't
I'm
go at
honestly
all.
rather glad I missed out on whatever this was. If I showed up without a costume, I probably would be cursed to be naked for a month.
I do not know. Maybe something.
I do not want to find out.
Worked. Yes. I know some people
There's-
turned human simply by wearing a regular outfit and not being human. I do not know how that works.
Oh.
Being of a nominally purebred human stock, I feel I am suitably dull in present company.
That
Yes, I've been
sounds
able to use some sort of shadow energy
horrible.
for a month, though that did not help me too much, considering I've never been in a fight before. I am a pipe. For courtesans. I was never a fighting kiseru.
You were a pipe. Now for a month you're...
I
Thanks.
am a pipe, but... yeah.
Yes.
I am just very glad that they did not take my body. That would have been terrible. I've been holding on to it.
Oh, new visitor.
You make that sound like you're all mysterious and we aren't welcoming to new people.
Oh,
new
please.
visitor. Oh, they're a stranger blowing in with the wind. We mustn't trust them until the time is right and they've proven themselves to us.
Please. Oh, please. Can't I have a little bit of fun?
We would have referred to that space where the traditionally Japanese people had been as Cretan space. They occupied a number of worlds.
Well, came from a area that was known as Yoshiwara. It was a, let us say, government-approved red light district.
Oh.
Sounds like my
I was the
home.
pipe of several high-ranking courtesans.
I faintly
You've
remember
been witness to
reading
a
some
lot of
about
things,
that.
haven't you?
Oh,
It
absolutely.
definitely sounds like you would get along with my mother.
That makes a lot more sense as to why you and Sig have so much fun.
Did you not know?
No, you don't tell me anything. I just happen to live right in the room next door, but I hear the moans, the noises, and the knocks. But
the stories from
you haven't told me any of this.
You definitely sound like someone who would get along famously on my homeworld.
Well, yes, I would hope so. My ladies were famous trendsetters after all. I learned from them.
Well,
technically-
it's a matriarch.
We learn from each other.
Well,
I
as
have to go
mentioned,
and
RTE,
research
generally speaking, the ladies
more
were the ones running
Japanese
all of the
history when I
businesses,
get
but
the
it was,
chance.
our main imports, if you were, for things people come,
Don't
were
know too
essentially
Well, we
much.
had a version of it back
pleasures
home.
to titillate the senses and medical tourism. So,
I mean, I'm from there, so
we
I recognize a
definitely
few
had lot of
things.
interesting people arrive. People looking to have surgeries or alterations done for purely cosmetic reasons, usually of an extreme variety, or safe experiences with altered mental states.
The cops have a mind of their own.
Huh.
Ah, I see. Well, I can understand sort of the changing one's body, at least temporarily. And of course, the drugs part. I do make my own tobacco.
Yeah. At this stage, I don't think you could find a Canopan whose bloodstream doesn't qualify probably as a controlled substance.
That sounds very interesting.
Let's just say when I
You
found
need
out
to
there were
introduce them to me. I
biovore...
enjoy my business.
Hello, I'm James Darling. I'm a Canopan.
Oh, perfect. Well, if you need any good tobacco, you know where to go.
Generally significantly stronger things in very specific ratios.
Oh, do not worry, darling. I've been, let us say I have a friend that has helped me out with some, Fae-inspired items.
Oh. Even here, there's always a chemist.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, hello, Ozix.
Isaac?
Do not suppose you have found out anything about the utter assholes, have you?
Don't know much so far. I just finally got fully peeled myself from the hunt last week, so I'm finally able to walk properly. So,
Wonderful. Have you heard from Sigurd at all?
I did get off the phone with Sigurd a while ago.
A while
Long
ago,
story
as in
short.
when?
What'd you say?
When was this? I have not seen him for a few days.
I talked with him about a few days ago. I'd say about the night of when all that happened.
I see.
It's a shame his sister isn't any more help.
I would rather not have her following him at the moment either way.
Yeah, if you ever need me.
Knowing her, she probably is. Given that she's been in our walls for weeks on end.
At this
What,
point,
literally?
Alicia will not be able to.
Yes.
Yes, literally.
Literally in our
What?
walls.
Why?
I'm not going to ask for an explanation, but that just seems... awkward.
She's very protective of her brother. It's very annoying to deal with.
Oh, I had some overprotective sisters. I can... My sympathies if that gets as bad as I suspect it is.
I'm gonna get a drink.
Yes, to an extent.
Hmm.
Expecting things to get worse.
Seems that's the trend that we're heading in right now.
Bad luck cycle.
At least pertaining to Sig, yeah.
Can I get you
Can't
guys
last
anything
forever.
else?
Good for the moment, actually.
Well, there goes yours.
Which is fine. It went to a good cause.
Oh, are these not all for me? Oh.
That's why I took one.
I can bring some more
Oh.
over, and they could be on me this time if you'd like.
See that? See that? Perfect.
Yeah, well...
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear.
giving treats to charming young women is hardly a waste of time or funds, in my opinion.
She is a bottomless pit normally. She ate. How many cakes did you eat that one night?
Charming. Who was really counting? Besides, charming
Echo probably was.
Woman.
That's a lot.
Very true. Young, perhaps not so much. But thank you, dear.
We'll just call it youthful in spirit. How's that?
Youthful and spirit, yes.
Fair enough.
Here you are. Enjoy.
Thank you, darling.
No, that wasn't me. That was
now. Yes, everyone is a darling to me. You are simply more so, apparently.
Darling squared.
Well, what can I say? The family name, it carries.
Apparently so. Yes, at the moment at least, she shall not be able to find him.
Let's hope so, for the sake of his sanity.
If history is any example...
Oh, sorry for being loud.
You're good. Dear.
Hi-yo.
Yes, in my experience, I actually had to go and take the soles off of my shoes because it turns out I've been bugged by my family.
Huh.
They're that protective.
Insects in your shoes.
No tracking devices.
Oh. Oh yes, I heard there's some sort of, I do not know what they called it, some sort of fey essence or something like that, threads or... The other dragons told me that I needed to be careful of that, because the hunters could apparently stick it on us and follow us. But apparently I had nothing, so...
Oh, wonderful.
That is a bit beyond my realm of experience. Usually mine would be more technological in nature.
That I stay away from with a passion. Well, luckily it's been a bit fine now, while I am stuck in this body. But electronics and my kind do not mesh well.
Feel free to come over if you'd like.
Yes, dear.
This is why I don't get involved most of the time, but when it involves people that I care about, I can't help but get involved. Normally it's way above my pay grade. I don't get paid enough by MMR to go and put my life on the line, but I'll make an exception.
I would certainly hope I had that sort of effect on people. Where else will you get the good, the good quality Kizami then? I am quite valuable. In many ways.
You're also very fun to pick on Echo with, and I'd be sad to see you go.
But yes, that would be terrible. I'm glad you both are doing well, though. I have been worried that Echo's been doing the whole thing where he bottles everything up again.
I hope not. He did not let me in his room for the last for a while, but that's because of his whole feather thing.
Oh, yes.
Molting, I think he called it.
I did hear about that.
He said I cooked well for him, so I'll give myself a little pat on the back for that.
It's always a good compliment.
Yes, he's trying to get everyone to learn a thing or two. I am holding back the, what do they call it, the dam. of being forced to learn how to cook.
I
Why
kind
do I
of.
have to do that?
Oh, you don't want to learn how to cook?
No,
It brings me closer
everyone
to
else
him.
makes lovely things for me to.
Fair enough, I
Definitely
guess.
sound like members of my family.
But to go out and get whatever we like when we wish, when sick goes around.
Ah, the noblesse oblige.
Is that another strange slang I've heard in this?
No. That's just a normal saying.
There are so many words in this modern common. It is hard to keep track of them all. It's my second language, dear.
Common is indeed weird. And I know both common and Japanese. You tell me which one's... And the harder one? It's common.
Well, yes, of course.
There are
Japanese
two...
is my first language, dear. I'm from the Edo period.
Ah.
I feel like this is a slightly biased conversation.
Just a little
There
bit
might
now.
be some linguistic
I have no idea what
drift
you were
over a
talking
certain period of time.
Yeah. Hmm.
I don't use it too much anyways. Mother prefers us using common when we can.
That is
Where
a
do you
shame.
still have your...
I mean, we use it at home. It's just more of when we're out and about.
That is still a shame. Must keep the traditions intact.
Oh, we do.
Finding a way to go and keep one's roots is definitely important. Keeps you grounded in the world.
Oh, we do.
Precisely. Especially when certain things simply do not exist anymore.
Well, that was a bit of a mood killer with the conversation. We should probably find a different topic before everyone's depressed thinking about things they don't have.
Yes, potentially. So tell us more about your lands.
Oh,
Interesting
not my
traditions.
land. I was very much far from the line of succession. On addition to being male, so I was not suitable. Let's
I suppose
see.
not lands in that technically. More of the interesting cultural things.
Interesting cultural things. Well,
That or any good gossip. I always take good gossip.
I really don't know if I have any good gossip. I haven't been here long enough to acquire any, but I mean, one of the things that we do sort of export is that we will send out what they call pleasure circuses, sort of taking what we consider a normal base level of this is fun and exciting and ways to explore the senses, the mind and the body in all ways possible, and send those out amongst the stars. And other people find them extremely scandalous, very much taboo, and of course they sell out everywhere they go.
That sounds like my kind of place.
No, it's an interesting time.
When is the one going to come around here?
That is an interesting question, as I'm not quite entirely certain how I got here. My understanding is it might have been a bit of
You
an
too?
error. I'm learning very
yes,
quickly
I've
that
heard
this
these
is a
stories.
common path.
It really is. Honestly, it was a blessing in disguise, though.
Well, I'm finding the benefits outweigh some of the consternations.
Although I just worry that it has a time limit.
Well, from a certain perspective, everything has a time limit. I mean, if you really, really wanted to think about it, for most of us, you are always, in fact, going to die within 2 to 4 minutes, but breathing resets the clock.
Oh, please do not talk about that right now. I almost got asphyxiated.
You forgot to breathe, didn't you?
No, I was poisoned.
Well, that's a slight difference from asphyxiation. That sounds like poisoning.
Yes, the poison froze my lungs or something like that. I could not breathe.
Well, I'm very glad they were able to correct it in time. I'm assuming this is something that normally wouldn't be a problem for you given your
What in the
recent
world
delve
am I
into
looking
the
at?
fleshiness.
Am I seeing things or?
Not. Oh, there's some
Yeah, don't worry. You're not imagining things. Yeah. Long story short, I kind of like pissed off like a Halloween spirit, and he kind of made this. He kind of made me look like.
Oh,
this,
you
and,
as well.
Yeah. Well, no, it was probably
Oh.
different Halloween spirit. It's probably different. So I said his mom was fat and weighed a lot, so he made me into a dumbbell, and I kind of look like this now.
So too, you
that's
deserve
what-
that. I see. Much different. See, that's very different from my situation. I did nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one's new though.
Considered and ruminated on the mistakes you've made to get yourself here?
Yeah, hell no. I don't regret a single thing, except maybe looking like a dumbbell. This kind of sucks. At least I won't get hit by bullets anymore. It's nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a walk.
I don't blame you on that one.
It's showing off. I see.
What, are you saying your legs are having issues, or just still too dinged up to get around?
Very slow. Everything is bruised.
Understandable.
Healing, but it does not fix everything at once. Apparently.
The worst part is it only gets harder to do the longer you exist and the more healing you have done to you. Trust me on that one.
Well, that
I'm
I'm
just
going
looking at the
to
back of
fix.
whatever
Luckily, I
that
have
is.
Ellis to refresh the body when I need.
Why does?
I'm not expecting this to be my last flesh golem.
You were saying, miss? Why does
I saw the whatever that was walking away from us.
It looked like an exercise training weight.
Yeah, and someone apparently drew what looks to be like it's supposed to be like it has cheeks on the backside of it. Yeah. I was just like,
having spent a great deal of time around soldiers, it is the level of intellectual humor I've come to expect.
too tired to deal with it right now.
Reasons I am so glad I am not in charge of anything anymore.
It's gonna be quite difficult, yes.
Yes, but now I get to literally say it is not my problem.
It's such a lovely phrase.
It is a freeing experience, is it not, darling?
One I have not had in an extremely long time. I have been rather enjoying it.
Oh, fair enough.
I'm glad to hear it.
Normally that's me doing that.
God damn it, hon. I fucking love you, dear. I miss you.
I'm hearing familiar voices at least.
I'll give you some time to eat. You can come find me somewhere else.
I'd be very surprised if I heard those.
He's not allowed to get up. You have to come to him.
So what have all you been doing since you suddenly arrived here?
Initially taking stock of where I was, and then very quickly realizing that I was
Absolutely nowhere near where I thought I was. Suddenly finding myself surrounded with a stunning
diversity of... Well, my concept of
humanity expanded very rapidly.
That seems to happen with a lot of visitors.
Earlier conversation. Oh, indeed.
So, given that my general means of both transport and earning money was based on technology, and most of what I would need to repair and maintain that is not here. I've been sort of dwindling on my funds, and at the point where I think I'm just going to sell off what I have left. No reason to keep it.
Can't find anything similar to use for repairs?
Some sort of large piece of technology?
Well, generally speaking, most people are not in the market to be hiring a war robot 4 times the size of this building with the capability of leveling a small city.
Right, that.
Yes, that would be a battle mech. Generally speaking, they're hard to maintain, they're very expensive.
Actually, right about now, that sounds wonderful. What do you think about dragon hunters?
I can't say I've had the experience of meeting any, let alone dragons themselves.
I suppose at the moment, hello.
Yeah.
So technically you have.
You've at least met a dragon, yes.
And once
But I
again,
would
my
love
vistas
to
are
see them
expanded.
stomped into the dirt by a very large piece of metal.
Well, that would require going and getting the very large piece of metal completely operational again. Which is, again, an expensive prospect, let alone not having the necessary tools, technicians, or available skill sets. So, I suspect at this point, lacking, for lack of a better term, the artisans and engineers to maintain the thing, it's better for me to just sell it and find a new way to go and make a path for myself.
I do suppose, but if you still wish to stomp on anyone with anything large, let me know. I have several options for you.
She has an vendetta right now, and honestly, yeah, I don't pity the people that are on your anger list right now, Kisei.
It is a very small list generally, but oh, is it intense.
Kisei-san is very angry.
At least how I see it.
I thought I recognized a familiar voice.
Getting closer.
I
Hey.
care.
Hey, it's been a while.
I don't.
At least your
Listening.
establishment feels familiar. This is a lot nicer than what everyone else has mentioned in
Doing
big
a horrible job
cities.
explaining.
Giant, hundreds and hundreds of stories told.
I ran into a pink hedgehog.
No, I see my friends as worth more than just some.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hey, yeah.
Putting their body on the line.
I like your earrings.
Thank you. You two new around here?
Yeah, we are.
Well then, I guess, welcome to Inkwell. If you're looking for a nice place to
What can you
relax
tell
for
me
a
about
time.
this place?
Cafe, for the most part. They do say tavern, but necessarily alcohol is not served here. So, if you're looking for a relaxing time, though, there are definitely things that might pique your interest.
Are there like... Is there like things to smoke here? Are there like potions?
Well, their menu list is right there on the crate, right in front of you. They do have a seasonal menu inside.
Oh! I'm blind!
But, Cynthia. Cynthia Mai. Tis a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you. The name's Indra. I'm not giving you my full name because I have no idea who the fuck's a Fae here.
In terms of Fae, I've only seen one, I think. So, I haven't seen them in a
They could
while.
look like fucking anything.
Fair, fair. A lot of them don't mess around in areas like this. They usually have their
There's
own
magic
rules.
food and drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, that's probably why I'm more on edge now.
I'm sorry. You're very pretty and interesting, but I do want to see what's on the menu.
Fair enough. There we go.
They even bought something.
Hey,
It's a pretty good place to social.
Okay. Assuming that the fruits in this place don't give me like food poisoning and die on the outset.
X, do you remember the place?
I was human.
Sorry to bring down.
You don't know. Look,
No,
you
it's
never know what the ground rules are when you're
Fine.
transported into a different world.
I've been
Different place.
sulking in my apartment for the last few days.
What happened, son?
I just... Oh, you're still there, eh?
I stepped outside. 2 new people were outside looking for help and decided to offer it.
Everything okay out there?
Yeah. They're definitely not from around here. They thought this place was like a actual tavern for like alcoholic drinks and such.
I'll catch up.
Yeah, I was
Right.
for a short period of time.
Fantasy bowl.
And then
Sorry, what's up?
Well, aside from that, but
Oh, I am.
what about you?
You say I'm high on life right now.
Shot by
Gambling.
or like lasers. I think it's just like bounce off
I suppose any sort of
Not my proudest one.
You know, good. At least you see your benefits.
You want to talk about it?
Many here and unmolested.
I hear you saying you're sulking in the room, so
Your
it's...
boss could be able to pick you up and find useful.
I don't know.
Not that you're not useful.
Yeah.
You're a workout tool. You're a weapon.
The name's interesting. I am not giving you my full names. I know I have no idea who is
I was
I know
mentioned
that
as
you
such.
are
That was
probably
the other location to find ebb and flow, but they're open.
I'm a mess right now.
And that's the main.
Understandable.
Wonderful. I hope you end up turning back at the end of the month. If not, then that's the beginning of your adventure, I guess.
Other than that,
Job on bad.
Do you think they meant that in a way of like my race?
One day.
Always think
I
of the
see.
positive whenever something bad happens.
Giant story.
You're gonna end up exploring the world.
I'm just waiting out some things.
You're gonna end up exploring the world, meeting new people,
I was...
creating new enemies. You know, all the good stuff.
I mean, I've been exploring.
I'm tossing around some ideas. I don't know if I should stay out of things or
Isn't that just alcohol?
call in favors.
Maybe if I can
Without necessarily knowing what you've gone, what happened.
It's hard to know whether or not I should actually do something anymore when I just
Nothing to do with self-worth.
made a mess.
Plenty of soldiers.
Basically, that day,
No.
pretty much every single woman
Assurance
just
in
proved
one's
out
own
of the
ability
truth,
and
the girl was insane. No more
Sure, the officers will figure something out. They're the ones in charge. They know what to
bunch
do.
of people just resort to violence since, you know, there's
Yeah,
nothing
no,
else to do.
considering I saw a dumbbell with an ass.
Then one day, I was
Scare you.
I was
She never really read it.
Let me see, what did I get last time?
long story. But one day a portal opened up.
Interesting characters coming in today.
Most of us
Although, what is
now we're
considered
across the
mundane expense?
Metaverse thing or whatever.
Here's a copper nibs for the stew.
Fairy tale cookie trail. What the fuck is that?
I can't hear you. Take your time, I'll be here.
It's just a cookie people don't take magazines anymore.
That's mundane, apparently.
Yeah.
I guess they mean that it's got like magical enhancements.
Been working here for like a month or so.
because it. Okay. Yep. You got it.
One day I'm like,
I'll have the apple cider and the hazelnut soup, please.
Like I drink that. And that ghost kind of made like a separate personality, so
That was weird. My mic stopped working. What the fuck? Why did it do that? Hopefully that... hopefully this will fix it. Let's see. There we go. Okay. That was weird.
keep some of your souls. They seem to like those.
You sold some of my souls without telling me?
A piece of paper.
I'm not. I didn't mean.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
Yeah,
It's okay.
There we go.
Alright.
Is probably going to follow more of like.
Well, you can be an
Let me know if you need
advertisement.
anything else, okay?
That would be
I'm
disgusting.
recording.
Because you'd immediately be an advertisement.
You doing good? How are you feeling, by the way?
I'm fine. Just a little tired, that's all. That's always me, though.
Like of something in the life, all of a sudden.
Not sure what happened there. Anyways.
Fine. Where were you gonna go with that?
Well, I was curious as to what happened. I mean, I overheard you talking. Got concerned is all.
You get into like Fae stuff very much?
Mother told us not to. We try to be very careful with
Understandably. From what I've seen so far, that's probably a smart choice.
Not to mention that we don't necessarily have too many Fae living where we do.
Fair enough. I just keep getting sent on the jobs into the wild, it seems. So, out of 3 of them, I've had 2 out there. So, then again, now I've been to 3 of the courts. Got 2 flowers from them. I could probably really easily get a 3rd from the autumn. Make like a set. Actually, that's an idea.
It'd be a beautiful set of flowers.
Think so.
Didn't have any effect anyways. 10 or lower. So, you can order.
So, like...
Echo's gonna be pissed, but it's fine.
Long story short, we tried to bring in some goons. The important one got away, and swiped one of ours.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Don't even know where to start looking. Just kind of have to wait until I'm actually able to get around on my own again, and after that I'm gonna see if they have anything. The people who actually know stuff are looking into some of the things we brought back, so.
Well, at least in that case you have leads. And hopefully they can get you where you need to go. Find who took your friend.
Fingers crossed.
Indeed.
I figured it was short for something.
I have concerns and questions about that, but I'm not going to. Anyways. I remember I asked you, a while back. I remember when I met you. You'd asked what had happened to me, at least. I don't believe I ever told you what happened.
Did you want to talk about it then? Or?
That's up to you.
I mean, this is pretty public if you want to get down into your own stuff.
It's not necessarily something that needs to be kept hidden.
Not really something that needs to be known by everybody.
At the very least, you knew that I suffered from Metaverse.
Yeah, said you were helping someone.
Helping a town. Town next to our home. In a way, to use your word, goons have been harassing this town.
That's the polite way to say it.
Still, it's an apt description. They have been harassing our town. Well, not our town per se, but the town that we live near. Town that people like you.
Like me?
Your race.
Talking about where Miss Oishi's from?
Yes.
Gotcha. I mean, they filled me in on a bunch of stuff a week or two ago, so I know the gist of the place now.
I see. I must have either been in my room or I was out and about if you came by and visited. I don't know.
Yeah, they said that they pretty much forced the younger ones at least to stay upstairs.
That day. Okay, now I remember. To be fair, I was happy to stay in anyways. No, you're fine. Time well spent in my room.
Keep you on lockdown too long.
No. I mean, when you can't really do anything anyways, because, well, self-inflicted injury to say the least. You spend a lot of time reading, studying, learning what you can in between. It's one of the only few things I can do in that meantime. But
I go stir crazy.
I've lived up in that mountain all my life. Kind of figure out ways to not get stir crazy. Plus it helps when you have a lot of siblings around to help keep you company.
Only child. Wouldn't know.
Anyways, so these goons, as we will call them, have been harassing town constantly. It's been getting worse, actually. And, well, this last time they tried something new. In addition to their assault of the town. About good 50 or so of them.
So they raided you guys all the time?
Yes. Town's known for its sake, among other things. But then, a lot of people just don't like onis. So, few reasons.
Couldn't imagine.
A variety of reasons, but enough for them to continuously send trouble at us. This particular one, about 40, 50 or so of them, attacked the village. Tried, as usual, killing, pillaging, trying to wipe the town off the face of the planet. For the most part, we held them back. We're not as defenseless as they seem to make us out to be. Far from it. I happened to be in that town that day. Lent my own aid, as I do. And when they realized that the tide was failing in their favor, they tried something new. They created a large...
What they do?
Created a large avalanche. Trying to bury the town in snow. When we realized what they were doing, snow roaring down at us. I split it. Split the snow.
Oh.
As I said before, my magic is wind. I created a barrier around the town, forcing the snow to pass by harmlessly around it. But diverting that amount of energy, pressure, mass, takes a lot out of you.
I'd say so, yeah. A whole town.
Yeah.
Wow.
As you saw, I burnt myself very badly. Both my arms, and a little bit in my chest. The core of my being. I was told that had I not have the ancestry that I have in Kitsune, as a half Kitsune, that kind of mana burn would have killed me. I would have been dead.
I mean, silver linings to mixed blood, I guess, eh?
Indeed. So.
Need anything else, or are you good right now?
I'm just talking. I'll flag you down, don't worry.
Okay, I'm just at okay.
Hey. I'm not telling you to leave.
I know, I get worried very easily, so.
Hey, you wanna... As long as it's not too busy in here, you wanna talk outside in a little bit?
Yeah, just, as you say, flag me down. Okay.
Whatever works for you, okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
So, I was cut off from my magic. Intense pain.
Yeah?
For about over almost a month, a little bit more perhaps.
I'm glad that you guys are okay.
I know that pain. It's not a fun pain. Not being able to do the things that you want to do.
Anything I can do.
Feeling like you could have done something different.
I'm willing to do it, okay? Nobody hurts my friend. You know, hearing Jada.
Not in the same way as perhaps your situation, but I understand it.
Do you?
Maybe better than you
What
think.
part of my situation?
You beat yourself up for what happened. From the sounds of it, you sounded like you were a leader of this group. So you feel like you take responsibility.
I'll make sure to see what I can find.
Every time you tried to say shapeshift, but now it's me.
I will be right back now.
You worry for the one who was taken from you.
How could I not?
And I would too.
Is there a moral to the story? Or are you just trying to make me think about it more?
No. Not trying to.
Good idea. Good to see you, Shinichi-san.
Huh? Hi?
Have a pleasant evening. Hope you feel better.
I'm sorry, do I know you?
The exact
Hmm.
opposite.
Oh,
I volunteered sure that you wouldn't notice.
Yes, I can
Got
get my
it.
flesh golem, but I got stuck in it.
Right. I forgot. Sorry.
You protected me.
I suppose you shall have to make it up to me later. Forgetting me, that seems unforgivable.
I remember you. I just forgot the new look.
Pardon me?
Yes, it is a bit uncouth at the moment. Being dragon hunters.
You doing good in that field?
Well, given that I'm told that they're called bruises are steadily going away. I suppose so. Getting a bit of
Your
what they
eye?
call a
Okay.
concussion.
Together, okay.
I've been getting confused. And I'm coming up with as many ideas as I can once I get my true body back to deal with them.
Maybe.
Back, eh?
Oh, absolutely.
You should
At
have seen
least a
the
hundredfold. At
Wi-Fi man
least.
bed.
They almost killed Sigurd.
I think that jumps up to 1,000-fold at that point. You say?
We kicked his ass and we landed in our stomach. We feasted that day.
Is he okay?
So well.
I believe it was you who got the tail.
It's rare not seeing him with you.
Can I grab a spiced apple cider?
Yeah,
she did.
Well, he should be alright.
I think I'm going to sit down here. I can't understand any of the conversation I'm overhearing, and I think it's making it hard to read this.
Right.
Oh, we're talking about wyverns over here and hunts.
Have a good night.
You know, that sounds much
Yeah, don't let me keep you.
Take care, Kisei-san.
Her arm is all fucked. Now she's all right now. So from a hunt.
Forgive me if my
I'm
words are
I'm trying to hunt as well.
perhaps
so,
not the best.
Yeah. It's like,
It's not my
gonna happen
intention
eventually.
to
One of these days I'll end up without a leg.
make
That'll
it
be
worse.
hilarious. So trying to find a leg on my height.
I
I'll
could
probably
not
have to get
make
the
it
toddler.
worse.
The
It's
standard, I
just-
always get the chai if you don't mind.
Oh.
You saved a whole town.
I'm good. I think I'm good.
I couldn't get one guy.
It'll be custom
How you
made,
doing,
but I think
friend?
I'll
You
probably end up
adjusting
going
well
with
to
like a
the new
group of
realm?
people that could be able to make the like.
It's not really the same situation.
Like, not cybernetic, because I don't know.
What kind of accent would you like, sir?
I like technology, but I like the fleshy
Got hurt, yeah, but you walked away with something good.
I'm so bloody lost.
Worth it on that end,
I
isn't
don't
it?
have magic. So.
We all are at one
Almost wasn't.
Appreciate it. Thank you
Doesn't
very
really
much.
feel like
Cheers.
something that
Thanks
should be-
right there, plus the
Unless I go to the
But it
treatment,
was.
but with the jobs that I do, honey, like I have
Shouldn't
so
be-
many jobs. I don't think I could be
I
able
am
to
Looking at it like that.
magic into
say,
a list. I don't
out of my
find
element?
jobs for that though.
Confused.
Well, like, what, did you practice that beforehand? So you did something that you never did before, and it worked out. I call that a win.
Okay, I misheard you completely for a second.
Maybe.
I thought you said something totally different. My bad.
No, I'm not laying anyone.
No, I didn't imply that. No, don't suggest that. They were laying cable for fiber. They were doing that little fiber lay for internet.
Yes, fiber was another word. Yes.
You still interested in sparring at some point, Senichi?
It's preparing.
Once the docs aren't after me for you know, being up and about. Sure. Like I said, I'm still looking at at least a week of recovery.
No rush. But I'd still like to take you up on that offer.
Picture frames or something like that. And there's something called a keyboard where you can actually type up. Like do you have typewriters in your realm? Did you have typewriters?
You can figure something out.
I'd like that.
A typewriter is like ink inking, but with letters that just press into a printing press almost.
I'm sure you can get my number from your mom.
Well, imagine that.
Yeah. When I see her next. She's been out of the house for a while.
On a trip or something?
Down at the village. Taking care of some of her duties there at the time. She'll be back in a week or so.
Work trip then.
Yeah.
Oh, same thing. That's a computer as well. That could connect to the internet as well.
I was told. I don't.
Think of it like a sending stone.
Look,
We're not gonna explain more of that.
Concept. All
Come
right.
on. I'm not gonna finish all of them.
Well, it's like learning a tool. Kind of in the middle. I'm no bard. I can't play the, I don't know, drums. That takes time. This is very not that
Take your time.
I can explain it a little bit better now that I got a little bit of thinking, right? So, you know, writing a letter towards someone, right?
Yes, I do.
Yes. Usually it takes a long time for it to arrive towards the destination that you need, right?
Yes, it's instantaneous. I understand that. It's just how to use it and my, I get shocked in its capability without magics. All right, I get it.
Like I said, I'll let you know when I'm good.
Treat me like an idiot, like an idiot. Stop! Can't even speak.
Are you okay?
disrespect. I don't have your teas. I'm free to pick one. Pick one. Good day, sir. I am Aurelius Brisnav House
Bless you.
Ow. That's his name. That's his full name.
Full title.
Huh.
You may simply call me Aure. Sorry, I can't roll the R.
Okay,
I'll see you around.
Sorry, I'm not
No, you're fine.
that talkative today.
No, you're fine.
I'm gonna go back up there.
Take it easy.
You as well.
A bit too much. I feel like this is all a bit too much of a coincidence or some sort of nightmare or something. Here I am awake. I went to sleep. I woke up. Exactly where I went.
He's the copper nibs.
It seems like this place, one of the places that all of a sudden I woke up into this weird place and now I'm over here for some strange
wherever
reason.
I was fighting. The people I was fighting healed me of all things.
Oh, everyone's coming in. Hello, everybody. Y'all having a look? Oh.
Man, I have had my education on the legalities of this place for 3 months.
No, but at least you can say
Little tiny men cast in plastic.
That is
Get us a cider, please.
It was that.
This is why I
Go to
thought
one of
you
these
had
cities
to
that
cover
to survive in the middle of a mountain range. There's no trees, there's no wood, I'm assuming. So I think it would have been not a fun night.
Yeah.
I could have, but oh well.
You literally
And don't worry, but
For me, it was
such a
Well,
combination.
the only coping mechanisms
For
I
me, it was
have
a trash can fights. They definitely
in
got
any kind of fantasy world, like
somewhere.
Yeah, how do you feel?
Well, if you're lucky enough to be there.
Wait.
Perilous fights
Trey,
on
I
the last
absolutely
mile.
understand.
No, I said bedding.
Where on that
Excuse
top
me?
were you finding the first option? And dare I want to know?
Next time that you're gonna do something like that, just hit me up, okay?
I'll have you know. Very good timing. What's your name, by the way, sweetheart?
I won like 10K last time I was with there.
God damn.
Shit. That's kind of edgy. I like it.
I don't think I'll be going anywhere.
Down, old man. I'll have my tea,
I
please.
can take you there if you want me to.
God, you really weren't kidding about the
I prefer the calming atmosphere here right now.
No, of course not.
Thank you so much. Canopans are famously liberal in their libertines.
See, I have a lot to learn about where you're from.
Well,
Oh, I thought you were asking for advice about the other thing.
I think you have quite possibly the highest density of concentration of Canopans in this universe at this stage, representing the three of us.
And
Given I never heard of you guys before.
oh shit, you never met Bea.
Madam, I'm alright.
Or wait, you didn't know. Or no, you haven't. Okay. There was like a whole sea of fucking.
Please let me know if I do anything that makes you uncomfortable. Sorry.
Oh, ditto. I don't know the cultures here.
I
will
don't
go
think
on
I
a
understand your
limb.
stuff.
Given the social setting that I met you in originally,
Can I get you
trust
anything?
me, there is very little you could do to
Uh,
any of us unless you were proclaiming something that was going against the sanctity.
some jasmine tea would be wonderful.
Would you like anything to eat, like a snack or anything?
No. Sen shared one of the rolls that he had on his plate still, but just the tea is fine, thank you.
Yeah, that's kind of against the whole thing I work for, so yeah, you're not wrong.
It'll be six credits.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The aforementioned social group that was dedicated to people seeking relationships with extreme human morphologies.
I understand that. I was just asking for more details.
It's a little bit less jarring than my other mode of travel, which is
mainly it's just kind of a
up there,
hangout
but
and
we'll get into that later.
talk and get to know each other.
Call it a munch.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry.
The other stuff with helping other people have a good time is or like consent and making sure people are comfortable. It's kind of just secure the shop and
There you go. Enjoy.
Thank you so much.
items or something different teams. I will make sure that
You look good.
I'm doing a horrible job explaining, but
That's it. Okay, so
You do too,
people
princess.
just chat like
and
here.
a copper's like a
There are some places
That was
that
horrible.
will
I'm sorry.
take
Not as good as you.
as a
Not by any
credit,
stretch.
but generally that is because for some reason.
That's ludicrous.
I'm glad people were there for you. Believe me.
I don't know how
Well,
much.
generally speaking, those people are taking it because a person is offering them one gold for some reason.
Oh, understood.
I
But at least
didn't realize how
I'm
close
still
to
gonna
had it.
Yeah, because silver's what? Silver is 10, copper is 1, and gold is 2.
I knew why I left.
And then an emerald is what, like 1,000?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
But I
No,
mean,
I know
like,
platinum is 1,000.
A platinum
is 1,000.
yeah, I didn't get like,
100, where I'm from at least. And electrum is
I didn't get an ounce of privacy. But I didn't think that I was want. I liked the attention at first.
Wait for me.
And then there was that day.
Pick these up for you.
And no one knew.
200 gold pieces of charm moment.
It's amazing our economy hasn't collapsed.
So you thought the answer was trying to kick down my door.
All the differentiating income.
By the way, they gave me your room.
Actually write that down
By
and
the
show
way.
everybody, hey, this is an actual.
They gave you
I had to sleep in your fucking room.
So, going by the earlier conversation, you were consoling yourself with sex, drugs, and rock and roll in my bed.
Put them
No,
upside
Thank you
down.
for the tease
That's
today.
the
Appreciate it.
proper way. You know?
That happened later.
Can't give him cancer.
No. That's
Good thing I'm not attached to my
God
stuff.
damn it. No chemicals, yeah.
I fucking sanitize.
I'm aware of how you operate. Yes. Did she go in with a pressure washer?
Here, you know what? This will be easier.
She used to let me clean it.
But
Yeah,
yeah, next time, you know that I'm
Too many
ready,
personal
you know,
effects?
I'll fucking
You ready?
No.
murder a bitch for you. You tell me,
I can do it.
you remember that one time
A little weird just looking down at you.
I helped you out?
Your whole situation made it
Yeah, you know that I'm always sweating.
uncomfortable.
Oh, dude, they
Don't worry,
go
come
the distance for you.
I didn't want my room to just be another place that he worked.
Put on your weight on me. I still have my strength.
Also, I like some of your outfits.
If I
I
know
only
what
got to
you
wear most
you
of
will
them.
do it for me.
Would you like to go?
What? Most of the time it was we got a number of a tailor here.
Alright, follow me.
Really? And they also sell armaments, which apparently is a thing.
Everything okay, Foxy Mama?
Yeah, I mean, depends.
Sell clothes and armaments.
Oh, which kind?
I don't know. They just said armaments.
Well, be checked. Sometimes they're magical armaments, sometimes they're technical armaments, sometimes they're magitech armaments, which are even weirder.
Also,
I mean, at least I'm not calling you
that apparently sells
animatronic or anything like that.
Artifacts,
There we go. That's the shirt that you need to wear. That's the shirt that you need to wear now. Now it fits you more.
Oh, yeah, the game. Which you all lost, by the way.
What? With the chemical thing?
I've never played it.
This is just very interesting. You guys never even hearing about stuff. I had it a little easier.
What happened? What's wrong?
There's a place called Hell's Row. I don't know what it is, but there was a store there she also recommended.
Don't go there at
Sounds
night.
like a place that people go to get stabbed. I thought so.
That's daytime shopping only for you, Mike.
I assume so. It's called
That
Hell's
kind
Row.
of people.
This is an exceptionally nice
I'm gonna
place
return
that's
this for
very
you.
serene, and I've been enjoying it very much.
Thank you.
Thank
There
you.
are some places I go to when I'm not.
I think I'll be heading out for the night. Have a pleasant evening.
All right. Good night. You as well.
To discover more.
Let's just say that
I had planned on taking Maury and Luke to see over the weekend, but that didn't exactly plan out.
I think it is.
About that place
Something I don't know how to approach yet.
I mean,
Okay. Alright. That's gonna be me done for tonight. I was expecting Ross to show up, but Ross didn't show up. So I guess that ain't gonna happen. God damn it, Ross. Alrighty, so alright, so that is me done for tonight. Hey Din, hey Azzy. Let's see. Who live? Alright. I haven't rated this nerd in a while. I'm sending you guys all over to Joel. Go give him love. The fucking cat of gremlin that he is. But yeah. Thank you so much for hanging out and watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Let's see. Probably no stream tomorrow night. I think I'm just gonna take that day off and chill for the night. And yeah. I should be back Tuesday night for Rosewood for more SCP work. Wednesday, of course, is Warp. And Thursday, I don't plan on doing anything. So, that being said, thank you so much for hanging out and watching, everyone. I hope you guys all enjoyed the roleplay that happened both at Heaven's Reach and at Inkwell tonight. Thank you so much for hanging out. Go give Joel love. Take care, everyone. See you on Tuesday. Bye.